back to AdvancedVC.help. Today we're going to be looking at the code build workspace. And specifically we're going to be talking about the Advanced VC Syntax Geni down in this area. This code Geni is what's going to help folks catch mistakes inside the VC generator. So there's been a lot of rules added to this website, to this tool, so that it can pick up on a lot of the syntax errors and actually explain it to you. One of the downfalls I found in all the many years I was doing variant configuration was a lot of the times, especially when I was new, junior at doing the VC, is what the syntax error was. And a lot of the times the information that was getting feedback from the VC syntax editor was definitely not enough information for me to understand what was going on. So I've built this to help the junior folks out. In this particular Geni, after we're not going to get into the details of loading all the information in. That's really pretty quick and self-explanatory. But once the information's in, we can ask the AI Syntax Geni to analyze the syntax that we have over here on the right-hand side of the screen. So I pasted in a pricing procedure that I had worked on in the past, and just kind of took a little snippet out of it and pasted it in. And immediately I got these yellow warning messages that were giving me immediate feedback. I didn't have to hit the syntax button to tell me what the syntax was, to check for me. It was giving me an automatic feedback, and it was telling me that this is an unknown characteristic. And this particular characteristic I did not load in my classification data. So if you're writing a particular procedure and the characteristic is not in your class, that's one of the things that you want to know. So this will help identify that. And I know that's pretty simple, but I think when you're a junior and getting started, some of these small things are what trip you up. So one of the things that we had in here is the button that you pick, Analyze and Explain. So you don't even have to type anything. You just hit Analyze and Explain. It'll write out this prompt for you, and it'll start to analyze the procedure. It looks at each line, and lines, here 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and it's telling you exactly what's going on with this particular procedure. It even tells you that this is a pricing procedure, and that might not be completely known to somebody that's brand new and just trying to get an understanding of some syntax. So you would take the syntax out of the VC that you have, paste it in here, and it can read and analyze for you, and it can actually fix the information for you as well, and then you can copy and paste it back. And I know that copy and pasting back and forth is a pain, but I found through my years of doing variant configuration, I spent a lot of time doing my configuration in Excel. And I'd take it from Excel and then I'd paste it into SAP. So maybe one day this will be connected, and that would be great. But for right now, this is kind of how it goes. But it's a great learning tool. It talks about the if statement here. If specified, this is what we're going to do. Okay. It talks about the value that's being set, or the value that needs to be matched to get it going. So it has to equal coding. So it talks about that. Okay. It talks about the trailing comma to start a new procedure on the backside here, 7 and 8. It talks about setting the pricing factor. It gives you that information. It talks about setting the pricing factor here. Gives you an overall summary of kind of what's going on. Okay, it gives you the intent. We're trying to activate this ENH coding variant condition. Then it gets into the issues that we want to be aware of. And this could throw people off, but there is not an if condition on most of these set pricing factors. And I guess you could change this particular procedure. It's just one. We just have one encoding. So the multiplier is always going to be 1. So that's what this is calling out. It's saying, just be careful here because you don't have an if statement here. It's telling me the characteristic names are not loaded in the class, so that's one thing that if they were actually missing in the class, that I'd want to get those loaded. And for this particular procedure, if I wanted to go in and load the characteristics, I could come in here and load additional characteristics right here, and then the error would go away, the warning. Talks about a trailing comma, so I just copied and pasted this. There were several pricing procedures linked together in one procedure, and so when I copied and pasted it, it noticed a comma at the end here, and so it's telling me, hey, you got a problem here with that. This one comes up, this one kind of bugs me, but this is the one that I need to work out. You can do lowercase and uppercase. It's kind of just saying that uppercase is preferred. So that kind of covers the Syntax Geni today. So I hope it gives you a little bit of information, helps you understand what are some of the benefits this tool can provide. Again, this really can help some junior folks that are just learning variant configuration. If someone's not around, you can take some syntax that you have built, maybe some complex syntax. You can pop it in here and you can ask the Geni to evaluate it. And then if you want, it'll actually fix things. So if you have a lot of changes and you want it to fix it, it'll go in and apply fixes for you as well. So that's what we're just going to cover today. Thank you for your participation. Thanks for hanging out and listening to me. And we'll try to get some more videos to help you understand the tool more. And let me know if you have any questions. Thank you and have a great day.